Hello everyone, welcome. Today I am going to show you how to make your own software using Excel for analyzing data from a field experiment having randomized block design. So here this software I have already designed. So now I am going to demonstrate how this software will work. After that, I will show you the step-by-step procedure to build your own software using MS Excel. So let's start it. So here is the software. This software can handle the data of to 20 number of treatments and 5 number of replications. So in most of the RVD design, usually the maximum number of treatments are used is 20 and usually 5 number of replications are sufficient. That is the reason why I developed this software that can handle up to 20 number of treatments and 5 number of replications. So now we are going to use the software. So for example, I am interested to study one experiment having 10 number of treatments and 2 number of replications. So by filling the basic information, I got the total number of observation is 20. Then I have to put the data in this area. So now I will put the experimental data. So here I have put the data. By after putting the data here, we can see we have got the result. We have here the CV value, ACM value, all values are there. At the same time, our experiment is also significant. So now I will change the value, like the number of treatment is 12 and the replication number is 3, and now the total number of observation is 36. Okay, after that I have to put the value in the put value section. Suppose I will put the data here, and after pasting the data, automatically the result has been changed. Here we can see the F calculated value, F tabulated value, both are changed. At the same time, CB, CD and ACM, ACD value all are changed according to the new data. So this is our software, and accordingly we can use. Now I will give another example having 5 number of treatments and 3 number of replications. So we have to put 5 in the number of treatments and 3 in the number of replication. After that, the total number of observation, it is automatically becomes 15. After that, we have to put the data in the put data area. After that, the result has here come. So in this way, the software is useful. So now I am going to show you the step-by-step procedure how to build this software. So the first step is we have to write some basic informations. So write the basic information. Okay, so under basic informations we will cover certain parameters like the number of treatments. So write the treatment number. After that, write the replication number. And then we have to write the total number of observations. So total number of observation is nothing but it is the multiplication of treatment number and replication number. So here we'll put some dummy data for developing the software, but the software can handle up to 20 number of treatments and 5 number of replications. So I will take 5 number of treatments and 3 number of replications that we already used in case of CRDD. So now I will write 5 in the number of treatments and 3 in the number of replications. So the total number of observation is 5 into 3. So give the equal to sign and select the treatment number and give the multiplication sign and then select the replication number. So now the total number of observation is ready. So these are the basic information that we have to prepare first. After that, we have to give the data set for the calculation. So for data set, first type the number of treatments. So make a column having the heading treatment, then make 5 number of replications. So those are R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5. After that, give the treatment names. Those are T1, T2, T3, and we will just select this and pull this down up to T20. Okay, so now it is here T20. So the area for giving data value is ready now, having 20 number of treatments and 5 number of replications. So what I will do now is I will just put some dummy data having 5 number of treatments and 3 number of replications. So there are 15 data sets. So now I have pasted here a dummy data having 3 number of replications and 5 number of treatments. Okay. Then the next step is calculation of treatment totals. So for calculating treatment totals, we have to sum the treatments across different replications. Okay, and similarly we have to also calculate the replication total. So first we will calculate the treatment totals. So here we have to sum the treatments across different replications. So type sum after giving the equal to sign and the select the whole range of treatments, that is from R1 to R5, and then select that and pull this down up to T20. So this will give us the treatment totals up to T20. After that we have to do the same thing with the replication. So write the total and then give the equal to sign and type the sum. And now we have to select the treatments from T1 to T20. After that pull this towards right, and then this will give us the replication totals. Along with that it is the total or grand total, okay, that is 2498. After that I have to give the basic difference between CRD and RBD. Here we can see in RBD the R1, R2 and R3s means those are the replications which acts as a different blocks having homogeneous unit. But in case of CRD, the whole experimental field is having the homogeneous unit. So these are the basic difference. That is why we calculated the replication total in case of RBD. In case of CRD, we did not calculate the replication total. They are only treatment totals were important. Okay, so here we can see the R1 and R2 and R3, those are the blocks having uniform experimental units. So now we'll go to the next step, that is the calculation of mean. So for treatment mean, give the equal to sign and type average and select the average, and after that select the data that is from R1 to R5 across a treatment. Then press the enter and select that and pull this towards down up to T20. So this will give us the treatment mean of T20, means total 20 treatments. After that the next step is the calculation of grand mean. So for grand mean the formula is grand total divided by replication. So first write the grand total. Grand total is nothing but here 2498. Select that and then type grand mean. So for grand mean give the equal to sign, and it is the ratio between grand total and the number of total observations. So select grand total and then select the total number of observation. Now this will give us the grand mean. Then the next step is calculation of correction factor, and the formula of correction factor is square of grand total divided by the total number of observation. So for that give the equal to sign and select the grand total, which is multiplied by grand total, means 2 times multiplication of grand total. Okay, so grand total into grand total, and that is the g square, that is grand total square divided by the number of observations. So select that. So this is, so here it is correction factor. Then the next step is making of ANOVA table. So type ANOVA, and under ANOVA the first column is source of variation, and type source of variation. After that the next column is degree of freedom. So type degree of freedom and then sum of square, then mean sum of square, then f calculated, and finally the f tabulated or table f value. So coming to source of variation. So in ANOVA of RBD the source of variations are like treatment variation, replication variation, error variation. So basically ANOVA divides the total variation into three number of variations. Those are treatment variation, so type treatment followed by replication and then error, and finally the total variation. Okay, so basically we divided the total variation into treatment, replication and error. But in case of CRD, the variations were only treatment variation and error variation. It means in RBD only one extra variation is also identified, and that is the replication variation. That is the reason why RBD is precise under the condition the field having heterogeneous experimental units. Okay, so the next step is calculation of degree of freedom, and the formula is n minus 1. So for treatment, the formula is treatment number of treatment minus 1. So select, give the equal to sign and select the treatment number and minus 1, so that is 4. And for replication, same way, give the equal to sign and select the number of replication minus 1. And then we have to calculate the total degree of freedom, that is the total number of observations. So give the equal to sign and select the total number of observation and minus 1. Okay, so after that the next step is calculation of error degree of freedom, and error degree of freedom is total degree of freedom minus treatment degree of freedom and replication degree of freedom. Okay, so in this way we calculated the error degree of freedom. Here we can observe one thing, that the error degree of freedom under CRD is higher as compared to RBD. Under CRD having 5 number of treatments and 3 number of replications, the error degree of freedom will be 14 minus 4, that is 10. But under the same treatment and same replication having RBD design, the error degree of freedom is 8. So it means that the RBD is giving lower error degree of freedom. It means it is more precise as compared to CRD if there is heterogeneous experimental unit. Okay, so that is most important thing why we should go for RBD if the experimental unit is not homogeneous. So that is the limitation of CRD design and advantage of RBD design. So the next step is calculation of sum of square. It is very important step, and for calculation of sum of square we have to calculate treatment sum of square, replication sum of square and error sum of square. And treatment sum of square is nothing but the sum of square of treatment totals divided by replication minus correction factor. So for that, give the equal to sign and type SUMSQ, that is sum of square, and then select the treatment totals. And for that we have to select the treatment totals from T1 to T20 because we are interested to develop this software for 20 number of treatments. So select T1 to T20 and then divided by the number of replications. So give the division sign and select the number of replication and then minus correction factor. So give the minus sign and select the correction factor. So this will give us the treatment sum of square. After that, in the same way, we will calculate the replication sum of square. For that, type SUMSQ and select that and select the replication totals. So select that. After that, divided by the number of treatments. So for that, select the number of treatments and then minus correction factor. So this will give us the replication sum of square. So in the same way, we will calculate the total sum of square. So for that, type SUMSQ and select whole data set, that is from T1 to T20 and R1 to R5. In the whole data set we have to select. After that, minus correction factor. So select the correction factor. So this will give us the total sum of square. And then we have to calculate the error sum of square, and error sum of square is nothing but it is the difference between total sum of square and treatment sum of square and replication sum of square. So select total sum of square minus treatment sum of square. So select the treatment sum of square, then minus replication sum of square. So this is our error sum of square. Then for mean sum of square, it is the ratio between sum of square divided by degree of freedom. So for that, give the equal to sign and select sum of square divided by select the degree of freedom. So in this way we have to select every data, okay, don't type data. Then give the equal to sign and select replication sum of square and give the division and then select the replication degree of freedom. Okay, so here we have calculated the treatment mean sum of square and replication sum of square. So similarly we have to calculate the error mean sum of square, then select the error sum of square divided by error degree of freedom. So after calculation of all these things, we have to calculate the f calculated value, and f calculated value, it is nothing but it is the ratio between, for treatment the f calculated value is treatment mean sum of square divided by error mean sum of square. Similarly for replication, it is the ratio between replication sum of square divided by error sum of square. After that we have to calculate the f tabulated value. So for table f value, give the equal to sign and type FINV, select on that and set the probability as 0.05 for 5% level of significance. Then give the comma and then give or select the treatment degree of freedom, because f calculated for treatment is estimated for treatment degree of freedom and error degree of freedom. Okay, so select the treatment degree of freedom and after that give the comma and select the error degree of freedom, press the enter. So this will give us the f tabulated value. In the same way we will also estimate the f table value for replication. So type FINB, select that and set the probability 0.05, give the comma and then select replication degree of freedom and then give the comma and select error degree of freedom. Okay, so f table value for replication is estimated with respect to replication degree of freedom and error degree of freedom. So now f tabulated value is also ready. Then we have to set the condition, under which condition significant will be there and under which condition non-significant will be there. So for conditional probability, give equal to sign and type if, then give the bracket and select the f. If the f calculated value is more than f tabulated value, then comma and write s, it means it is significant, and then comma, and if it is not true then it should be ns, that is non-significant, and then press the enter. In the same way we will also set this for replication and type if and give the equal to sign and type if and give the bracket. After that select f calculated value. If it is more than f tabulated value, then give comma and type s, so it should give significant, otherwise give the comma, it should give ns. Okay, so in this way we gave the conditional probability. So now our ANOVA table is ready. So after making ANOVA table, there are some few things that we should make. Those are CV, CD, SEM, SED. Okay, so for that now we'll make that. Then the next step is calculation of CV, that is coefficient of variation, then SEM, that is standard error of mean, then SED, that is standard error of deviation, then CD value, that is critical difference. So for CV the formula is simple, that is it is square root of EMS divided by grand mean. So for that give the equal to sign and EMS is error mean square, so for square root type SQRT, select on that and then select EMS, that is error mean square, and then close the bracket divided by grand mean, so select the grand mean and press the enter, and this will give the CV value. But for CV generally it is expressed in percentage, so multiply this with 100 and this will give us the percentage CV value. Then the next step is calculation is SEM, and for SEM give the equal to sign and the formula is square root of EMS by R, that is number of replications. So type SQRT and then select EMS. So now we'll select EMS, after that divided by number of replication, that is R. and then close the bracket, and this will give us the ACM value. Similarly for ACD, give the equal to sign, and it is the square root of 2 EMS divided by R. So for that, type SQRT and then select write 2 multiplied by EMS. For EMS, select EMS and divided by number of replication. So select the number of replication and then press the enter, and this will give the ACD value. Then next step is calculation of critical difference, and the critical difference is T value multiplied by ACD value. So for calculating T value, give the equal to sign and type TINV. Then set the probability at 0.05, and usually T value is calculated with error degree of freedom. So give the comma and select error degree of freedom. So this is the T value, and this should be multiplied with ACD value for CD. So multiplied by, select the ACD, and this is the CD value. So now we have completed the ANOVA, and we have also calculated the CB, ACM, ACD and CD value. So now our software is ready. But before its use, we should make some artistic thing. So just we'll select the cell and we'll give the border so that it will look like a software. So for that, highlight the cell with a particular color. So I will give the light gray color here. After that, I will do the same thing and will give the border. So these things I will do, and finally the software will be ready. So here our software is ready now. Now we'll test with another set of data. Suppose we have 12 number of treatments and 3 number of replications. Okay, so now we are going to test our software with a different data set. So for that, we have to first delete the data of the earlier one. So now I will delete it. After that, I will paste the new data set having 36 observations. Those are being 12 treatments and 3 number of replications. So after putting that, here we can see the all results have been changed according to new data sets. So that means our software is working perfectly. Okay, but we should compare our result with the OPSTAT for validation. So now we'll validate our data with the OPSTAT. Okay. So now open the OPSTAT website and select one factor analysis, then paste our data set, then click the submit, then specify the number of treatments, that is 12, and number of replication, that is 3, and there is one set of data, and select the design as RBD, then analyze it. So here we can see the F calculated value is 3.684, and similarly the CD value is 18.598. Okay, so we should compare all these values with our software. So here we can see the CD value is also same, that is 18 point something, so it is similar to that. And similarly the CB value, here we can see 8.1, so here we can see it is 8.18. So here from this it is clear that our software is working fine. After that, select the mean and copy the mean, and then mean of the treatments you should paste on the Word file and make your table as per your requirement of your thesis or research paper. So this is all about how to prepare your own software using MS Excel for your field experiment. I hope all the things are clear now. If you like the video, don't forget to press the like button and share the video with your friends. Thank you for listening. Take care.